this is an introduction to the 20 plus lectures that you're about to see. They represent the content of the course that's called, some of you have taken, called Judaic Studies 65, an introduction to Yiddish culture. Some call it Yid Lit, but it's more than just one course. JS 65 is also called Religion 65, it's American Studies 65, it's Middle East 65. It's a course that represents subject matter that I think is important for you to know after you get out of college. If you think you knew it all or you learned it all for the 32 or 34 courses that you took while you were at Tufts, you're wrong. It's lifelong learning, and that's why they call it commencement. So the first 3 weeks of this course is really represents a 6,000-year journey through world history. You know, it's only been 6,000 years of recorded history, and in that period of time, peace on earth, goodwill toward man would represent the end of civilization as we know it, because it's been nothing but violence. There's an argument that's going on now. To what extent is religion responsible for this? And I don't take a position. It's up to you to decide those things. But I think you need to know the history of the three great monotheistic religions called the religions of Abraham. And that's what the first 3 weeks of this course are all about. Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. There are three sacred books, the Hebrew Bible, the Christian Bible, and the Quran. And whether you're a person of faith or whether you're an atheist, it doesn't make any difference. It won't be up to you to decide what's going to happen to the world in the next 50, 100, or 300 years, if we survive or if we blow ourselves off the face of the planet. To what extent these three religions will play a role. Right now, they're at each other's throats again. And I think it's important that you understand the historical context of those three religions. Again, sit on a beach, read the Hebrew Bible, Christian Bible, Quran. It makes no difference if you are a person of faith or not. And you're not going to know where I come from because it's none of your business. All I'm concerned is that you educate yourselves and continue educating yourselves. In the course of these lectures, if they make sense to you, they get out of sequence, don't hesitate to send me an email. If you have a question, don't hesitate to send me ask me a question. If you want a syllabus, there will be available to you through some means that these lectures will provide, because there are syllabuses for you, there's additional reading, and anything you want. After the 3 weeks are over, the first 3 weeks, we move on to follow the history of one of these people, the Jews. And that turns out to be the course of the rest of this semester. The history, the evolution of the Jewish people as a religion and as an ethnicity. Because all Jews do not believe in Judaism. That's simply the way it is. And Judaism is a religion. Being a Jew is being an ethnic person. It's an ethnicity. It's like being Irish or German or Italian. It has its own DNA. And then we follow these people out of the Holy Land, across North Africa, into Europe, into Eastern Europe, and finally the birth of a remarkable literature that's almost gone now because it was tied to a unique language. That represents the evolution of the course from the 7th or 8th week on to the end of the semester. If we follow, and then it also becomes a course in American Studies, American immigration, and immigration is another issue now that you ought to understand. All these people, all the Europeans except the country was built for white Protestants, and everything that's happened since then has been an evolution of how America has dealt with the question of manifest destiny and who we are as Americans. Not to be triumphalist, but to be accurate and to be understanding of what we are and who we are. And that represents what this course is all about. If you have any questions, as I said, don't hesitate to get in touch with me. I'm still here at sol.gittleman@tufts.edu. Okay? Let's go back to school.